It's Kashmir, yeah? And he's a member level spirit. Nonetheless, I'm gonna do a little poem, I'm gonna let you hear what it's about. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Lyrics are frequencies, just like vibrations. A positive thought is a healing sensation. Haven't you heard about lyric retention? Start flexing the mind and busting dimensions. Ignorance spreads to the soul like infections. The lyrics we have aren't the lyrics we mention. Won't change yourself? Don't hold your breath. The aura of life is a global reunion, making more room for corrective perception. The children are blind. Be sure to respect them. The children are deaf. Never forget. Boys and girls, Kashmir.
As they infect, I'll backtrack for a minute. Because their image is vivid and I'm living a life that they're spinning. I'm winning the has-beens and the villains because I'm killing, and I'm feeling the only road to recovery is binning what's in the way of discovery. Like their effigies when they act hazardly and damage me but passively. See, I'm massively, in actual fact, a catastrophe. That canopy that covers up my life, yes, they're having me. And as these lies keep crossing me, this philosophy of monstrosity, its velocity is probably hydroponically grown. Like that weed on the streets who made that shit is unknown. So, it's no little man's idea of a joke, because these brittle plans like Instagram try to provoke. They'll prod and poke, you'll get slapped when you spoke out a line. Lines of coke around your throat, you've been trapped. I think it's time as they manipulate and gravitate towards my lust. They make me wait and hesitate, my fate disintegrates to dust. They instigate what others hate like it's a must. They'll sedate and infiltrate your mind, and then you'll find it's bust. Because they vexed us as they try to come in and instigate these rules with a maniacal grin. Infectious as they try to correct, collect and resurrect and pretend to protect us. Like that individual who is divisible by his intentions of the pinnacle, by being reached by the invincible and portrayed like the mythical. The hazy dreams of a skeptic, by any means they'll look pathetic, with grisly screams pushing the hectic. By the end we would have wrecked it. But enough self-advocation, and with a sense of self-worth, I'm merely showing my manipulation of the English language through verse by contradicting the setting, painfully inflicting, injecting, indoctrinating and perfecting my views into your brain. Insane, all the same, lyrically diverse, we sustain this full sense of self-worth. My alter ego complains, but don't get it twisted, I'm not deluded or misled, just an attempt to prove myself and put my demons to bed instead. Now, this is just hypothetically speaking as we return to that battlefield with no intentions of leaving. Our heart rate increases along with our breathing. Instinctive creatures, we always act without thinking. And speaking of involuntary misdemeanors, the intrinsic soul taker takes a life from a believer. Inside this guy's soul, it is empty and cold. From day one, an alternative path is what he sold. Accidentally, somehow, a political figure he has become. He may be empty inside, but his mind can still run as he manipulates and infiltrates this world that we know. People bow down at his greatness. The universe begins to slow. The Antichrist, he's got the fucking world in his fist. The capitalist, the catalyst, the reason why the world risks his voluntary downfalls in the form of a salary. Deluded, misconcluded, the world falls apart savagely. Woo!
Where do you think you're going? Boys and girls, that's the first piece of Kashmir. You want some more?
Yes, sir.
Sound favorite.
Yes.
Alright.